On the morning of November 15, 2004, 77-year-old retired educator Tyna Webb was killed on a beach in South Africa. Webb met a horrifying end in one of the most brutal shark attacks in recorded history. Fishhook. Imagine a place where the Emerald Mountains embrace a quaint coastal gem and the echoes of adventure linger in limestone caves. That place is Fishhook, a haven of both awe-inspiring beauty and heartwarming hospitality. Nestled along the shoreline, Fishhook has transformed into a beacon of welcome for travelers around the globe. Its magnetic charm has etched its name among the world's premier destinations. The town's embrace extends to a bay of tranquil magnificence where ivory sands stretch out like a canvas beneath the radiant sun. This bay isn't just a beach. It's a sanctuary of safety, earning its reputation as one of Cape Town's most secure swimming havens. The bay dances with the colorful sails of Hobie Cat enthusiasts. The wind whispers to windsurfers, while kayakers and fishermen create their own serenity upon the waters. Here, the young at heart, the seasoned explorers, and the local souls all find solace in the embrace of Fishhook's shores. But there's more to this coastal tapestry than meets the eye. Secrets of the deep whisper tales as ancient as the sea itself. Beneath the tranquil surface, shadows of great white sharks roam, majestic and fearsome. These guardians of the ocean depths often patrol the waters just beyond the reach of Fishhook Beach. Yet, as formidable as they are, this is a shared realm, a delicate balance of nature's grace. The call of adventure is still irresistible, for Fishhook Bay holds an invitation to witness nature's grandeur. Set your gaze upon the horizon during July and November, and you might just witness the majestic southern right whales nurturing a new generation in these sheltered waters. The dance between land and sea, between mystery and mastery, defines this place. Even with the shadows that glide beneath, humanity's spirit persists. Summer's warm embrace is guarded by nets that stand sentinel against the depths. Yet even in their watch, the mightiest of creatures find their way. 40% of those silent encounters happen within sight of the shore, a testament to nature's unyielding spirit. So, will you dare to dip your toes into the embrace of Fishhook's watery realm? The choice is yours, a choice to stand at the crossroads of beauty and the wild, to find your own story where secrets and serenity meet. Shark attacks and sightings at Fishhook. In the annals of Fishhook's history, stories of resilience and caution weave a tapestry that speaks to the power of the human spirit. In 2010, amidst the tranquil waves, tragedy struck with force, both shocking and sobering. Lloyd Skinner, a 37-year-old adventurer hailing from Zimbabwe, found himself in the jaws of fate. A mere 100 meters from the comforting shore, he adjusted his goggles, unaware that a majestic white shark of prehistoric proportions was about to intersect his path. Leap to the year 2019, where a different tale unfolds, one of vigilance and quick action. A collective effort by the shark spotters came to the fore as they raised the clarion call to those enjoying the embrace of the ocean. The message reverberated, a beacon of caution, and swimmers instinctively lunged toward the safety of the shoreline. A bronze whaler shark made its presence known, a fin cutting through the water, casting a colossal shadow. On that day, the alert was a triumphant guardian, but it beckons us to ponder the what-ifs. What if our response had faltered, delayed by mere seconds? What if, in the tides of uncertainty, a cramp had seized a swimmer's strength? What if, amidst the chaos, the innocent laughter of children had been swept away by panic? These questions echo not as reminders of fear, but as the very essence of our humanity, urging us to stand vigilant, honor the call of adventure, and embrace the dance of caution in waters both familiar and untamed. Tyna Webb. Tyna Webb was a popular local resident of the close-knit Fishhook community. Webb was an English teacher at Khayelitsha College of Education. She loved literature and art. Her co-workers described her as humble and exceptionally kind. She was universally adored by her students. After retiring, she went to work for St. Luke's Hospice. Tyna Webb, along with a group of women, swam 6 days in the mornings just off Jaeger's Walk in Fish Hoek. On Sunday, she didn't swim but walked to the church for Sunday service. She was a tall, athletic woman who had been swimming in the bay for 17 years. On that fateful day, Tyna Webb donned her red swimsuit along with her favorite red cap. She made her regular morning trek to the beach at 7 a.m. She was a strong swimmer. She would usually swim hundreds of meters out to sea despite warnings from friends and family. About 20 people were already on the beach, including children. They saw Tyna Webb with her red cap swimming about 150 meters from the shoreline. She started her 45-minute morning routine with a strong breaststroke. Meanwhile, in Kalk Bay, fishermen who had been fishing since early morning were returning to the bay with their catch. Among the fish they caught was a school of white steenbras. These species are protected, and according to Kalk Bay protocols, they must be released back into the water. They released the fish about 1.5 kilometers from the shore so they wouldn't be fined. Unfortunately, due to recent fishing activity, the nets were covered in blood, which seeped into the water along with the steenbras. As they were releasing the steenbras, they saw a massive fin break out of the water. Attracted by the blood and the steenbras, the fishermen had inadvertently lured the massive white shark to the bay. Sharks are sometimes called swimming noses because of their amazing sense of smell. They can identify blood from 1/4 of a mile away. Sharks also have something called a lateral line system. This system can feel the presence and location of something moving in water from up to 100 meters. The 22-foot beast of a white shark had honed itself onto the feast provided by the fishermen. The crew knew sharks of this size typically avoided small prey in favor of sea lions or other larger fish. They continued to observe as the shark circled the boat, but suddenly it veered off in another direction. The people on the boat thought the danger had been averted until they saw the shark heading toward the beach. They started waving the shark flag to warn of danger. Little did anyone know that Tyna Webb had been placed directly into the path of this hungry predator. Unaware of the hungry shark, Tyna Webb was happily basking in the water, performing a strong breaststroke. She made her regular laps parallel to the beach line, unaware that this was the last time she would ever swim in the crystal blue waters. With no waves in the gentle water to mask the vibrations from her strong arms and legs as she trod the water, she was the perfect lure to attract the massive white shark. A giant fin broke the water suddenly, about 25 yards from where Tyna was swimming, and oblivious Tyna took this moment to transition from breaststroke to backstroke, placing herself directly in the path of the shark. Imagine the horror as she finds herself looking into the beady, lifeless eyes of the massive beast. As the huge gray head breaks out of the water, Tyna attempts to swim away. She can see the gaping mouth of the shark with its 300 sharp, jagged teeth coming towards her. But how could she outswim a predator that can swim 60 miles an hour? Poor Tyna could only thrash as the massive white shark grabbed her by the midsection, delivering a debilitating blow. Witnesses on the beach, including children, watched in horror as the shark thrashed with something in the water. They watched the water turning red with blood. Initially, most people thought the shark had caught a sea lion. But alas, the truth was much more terrifying. The massive shark released Tyna's body and then circled around in seconds to bite her around the torso. Her gut split open at the impact, causing her intestines to spill out into the water. The scene was reminiscent of a scene from Hollywood horror movies. The shark then circled for the 3rd time around Tyna's other side. It grabbed onto her fragile, broken frame and shook it violently from side to side. This is a technique sharks use to rip chunks of flesh from their prey. Onlookers watched on in horror as the shark surfaced with pieces of Tyna's body grasped firmly in its jaws. The witnesses reported that the shark circled Tyna's limp body 3 times before seizing her body by its jaws again. The shark then proceeded to drag her body into the depth of the ocean below, never to be seen again. The paralyzed witnesses, among them several of Tyna's friends who regularly swam with her, watched as the dorsal fin surfaced one last time before cutting through the waves and disappearing. A patrol craft from the South African Navy, 2 life-saving boats from the National Sea Rescue Institute and a sea fisheries vessel were dispatched to aid rescue efforts. A Red Sky Med helicopter was also dispatched to locate the body, but to no avail. After several hours of searching, the efforts were called off. The helicopter did eventually spot the massive white shark, which they claimed was larger than the helicopter at a massive 22 feet. Tyna Webb's favorite and iconic red bathing cap was found in the area of the attack. Her body was never recovered. A local photographer had been trying to capture a landscape picture of Jagger's walk. Unaware of Tyna in the frame, he inadvertently captured her in her favorite white robe. He later posted the picture in her memory. Upon seeing the picture, her friends and family said that, even though she was gone, this was the perfect picture to remember her by.